it's Miss Palm. I'm back again, and now I'm here with a better pair of scissors. Can you see me? So I have my nice fabric scissors all ready to go now, and I am going to cut out my fabric right around the edge of that pattern piece. Cutting on the cutting line, which is that solid black line. So then I end up looking like this. Okay, next part of my steps are to do some marking. So there's a couple different options when we go to mark fabric, and one is to use a marking pen, which is really nice. They're pretty expensive, but I'm kind of cheap, so you have to be careful because some of these say permanent, some of them are not, some of them are disappearing. So if you don't work quickly enough, all your marks will disappear. So you just have to be careful. But you could use a actual fabric marker that's made for marking. They have little dressmaker pencils that are water soluble. So if you were to wash your project, all the markings would go away, which is kind of nice for some projects. We also have what's called just marking chalk. There's a little piece of chalk in here that is held by the holder, and if you need to mark a line or something, you can just use the chalk to mark a line on your fabric wherever you might need it. So there's some things that you need to mark on your heart piece, and I found that the easiest way to do the marking on this little heart project is with just a regular Crayola marker. You have to be a little bit careful so you don't go too far into the seam. You don't want to go past the dotted line, because then you will see the marking on your final project. But just in order to mark, we want to take one of the pins out and mark any of the things that are labeled on your project. So these are notches. Those are things we're going to be cutting out of the seams. So I'm going to go ahead and mark right where those notches are. This is an opening. I need to leave that open, so when I'm sewing, I'm going to mark that, and I'm just going to write a big O in the middle so I remember what that's for. This straight line is a cutting line, and we need to clip that when we're done sewing it. Alrighty, over here we need to mark the notches. I'm going to put the pin back in the bottom so that holds straight, and then I'm going to pull out the pin from this side and continue to mark around the edges. Getting the notches cut out right where I need them. Okay. So we need to transfer the notches, the solid start and stop line where the opening is, transfer where to pin the ribbon, transfer the clipping lines, and then transfer the stitching line.